Hey everyone, the last Marvel review that I'm going to be doing today is the Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Sentinel and the two Marvel Universe Sentinels. One was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, that was that one, which is also one that they're selling regularly now, which is really, really irritating since it's the exact same figure except for the packaging. And then, of course, the regular one, which is purple and silver. They're so big, I'm going to have to kind of walk around my camera and do stuff, so if there's shadows and stuff in the way, I apologize. But I'm going to try to get these covered as best I can. First one I want to talk about is the Build-A-Figure Sentinel. I want to point out, first of all, I guess, before even that they're all just about the exact same size. The new ones, the Marvel Universe Masterworks ones, are just slightly taller than the Build-A-Figure. He stands, there's 12 inches to the pec, plus 3 3/4, so 15 3/4, just about 16 inches tall, so they're probably exactly 16 inches tall. They're all great figures. The Marvel Universe ones are a lot thicker and a lot heavier, and they have the voice boxes in them and the lights in the eyes. That won't show up on camera, but they do have that. This button right here is for the voice box. They say something like 28 different things, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, back to the Build-A-Figure. He has rotation in the neck, but that's it. There's almost no forward or back movement, just a tiny little bit, and then just some rotation. He has the ab rotation down at the bottom and at the top. He's got somewhat of a ball joint in there, so he can move forward and back a little bit, but not a whole lot. Okay, moving on. He's got these shoulder pads that are hinged so they don't get in the way of the articulation too much. And the regular ball jointed shoulders with the bicep swivel at the top there. Single jointed elbows. Or are they double? They are double, I'm sorry. They're double jointed elbows. I haven't had this guy out in forever. Double jointed elbows, and then all kinds of rotation at the wrist. He's got a thumb joint and an individual joint for each finger as well. And there's the cat again. The cats, get out of there. Cats love doing reviews, apparently. He's got ball jointed hips just like the regular Marvel Legends with a hip swivel at the top. Double jointed knee. You're going to lay down? Alright. There's the cat that wants to be in the review so badly. Anyway, get out of the way. Alright. And then he's got just a little bit of movement in the foot. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Come on, cat. There you go. Good cat. Okay, moving on. These guys are both the exact same figure. They have a ball joint neck, so tons of movement in the head, any way you want. Very nice. Ball jointed shoulders, same exact as that guy basically. Same articulation on the elbows. The wrists, though, only rotate at the forearm and at the wrist. There's no other articulation there at all. It's somewhat of a ball joint on the wrist, but not too much. He's got one waist swivel, that's it right there. It definitely should have been higher or lower to hide it better. Being right in the middle there doesn't look so great. Oh, come on. Alright, we'll use this one. He's got the regular ball jointed hips there with the thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and no ankle articulation. No ankle articulation at all, just a swivel in the shin. If I can do it with one hand. Come on. There you go. So as you can see, just a little bit of an ankle swivel right there. Or shin swivel. Not too much articulation in these big guys. They are kind of clunky looking. They're a little bit like little kids' toys in that they have kind of weird proportions and the big blocky feet. But they do have some really nice detail. For example, the face looks great. The little details throughout look really good. It has a belly button. Why does it have a belly button? Why do they keep putting belly buttons on things, especially big robots? Anyway, that's silly, but it does have a lot of nice details. And like I said, for the feet, They're a little bit blocky, but since it's a big robot, that's fine with me. As for the Build-A-Figure Sentinel, it has some really nice detail as well. Not as good, but not as big, I meant to say, but it does have a lot of detail. It has a lot of paint detail that the other one doesn't have. It's really gritty looking. A lot of nice sculpted details in the arms there, at the shoulder, and at the forearm. The hands have ports in them for the tentacles, the same tentacles that came with Omega Red, but they work well with the Sentinel and they're bendable, so that's nice. There you go, Cat. Cats really like the tentacles. Like I said, though, the paint is really great on the Sentinel, the Build-A-Figure Sentinel, but the biggest complaint that people have now with this guy is that it's so skinny and narrow compared to these big guys over here. And I have to say, I didn't think I was going to agree, but the Marvel Universe Sentinels are just so much better, in my opinion now. Alright, that's too much chewing, Cat. Let go. Let go. Alright, that's enough. So yeah, the really the only downside I have to the Marvel Universe Sentinels is the button on the chest, which is cool for the voice, but it's kind of ugly, and then it's just a sticker around the button, whereas it should be painted. The waist twist, which could be hidden, and the belly button, which isn't necessary. That's really it. I don't have any other complaints. The Build-A-Figure Sentinel, my only complaint for that one is the skinniness. It's really cool. It matches the Wolverine and the X-Men cartoon pretty well, and the paint is absolutely great on it. So really, you can't go wrong with either option. It's really just going to boil down to which you prefer. I couldn't decide, so I have one of all three versions, the paint variants of these two, and then the Build-A-Figure as well. So I really just decided to get all of them. And I think that might be the option. Amazon has the silver and purple ones on sale right now for $30 with free shipping, so that's a really good deal. Big Bad Toy Store has the purple and pink ones for, what is it, $60 I think, which is really good since it's basically the exact same thing as the SDCC exclusive. And I think the going rate for one of these guys right now is about $60 on eBay. So it's not really that much money. It's $150 for all three of them. They're 16-inch figures, tons of articulation, and these two talk with 28 different things. The voices are really clear and crisp and really cool sounding. If you can get it to go. Some of them don't line up all the way, so you have to move the chest around a little bit. We'll just do this one. So anyway, aside from messing with your cats, the voices are really cool, and they have a real nice tone to them, so you can't really go wrong with that. I didn't really mention it, but the chest pieces, these are just like Galactus. They're all like soft rubber, so you can kind of unsnap them and get to the battery compartment in the back and swap out the batteries. That's why they don't line up the buttons sometimes, because you're pressing through this to another button, but that's not really a problem. You can just figure it out. It's not a big deal. Here. Anyway, so yeah, they're all great, and especially if you have a cat, they like to play with the tentacles, and they like to listen to the voices. And I have more of those, so I don't mind if you choose on them a little bit. Anyway, that's the comparative review for all three of the 16-ish inch Sentinels. Any of them are great. I particularly like the purple and silver one, even though it's not the most comic accurate. It looks really nice. So there you go. I'm going to stop rambling, and there you have it. So you get whichever one you like. Thanks for watching. That's it for the Marvel reviews for today. I'll try to get some more done soon. I think I'm going to do a couple Halo reviews and then call it a day. So thanks again for watching. Keep an eye out for those reviews and for some more custom figures. And in the meantime, keep collecting.